Hello everyone and welcome to this practical work session in cell biology. My name is Dr. Rahma LAREDJ ZAZOU, your instructor for this module at the University Center Salhi Ahmed Nama. This course is part of your first semester studies, and today we'll dive into the fascinating world of cells, the fundamental building blocks of life. I will guide you through the key objectives of our practical work sessions, which are designed to enhance both your theoretical understanding and practical skills in cell biology. This conceptual map provides an overview of the practical work components we will cover. It includes prerequisites, a weekly schedule, content summaries, and other essential information. Cell biology is the study of the structure, function, and processes of cells, the basic units of life. Throughout this course, we will explore various topics, including cell organelles, cell division, and cellular metabolism. By the end of our sessions, you will have a solid understanding of how cells operate and contribute to the overall functioning of living organisms. Today, we'll cover three key concepts: why cells are called the building blocks of life, the parts of a light microscope, and how to use a microscope effectively for your lab work. A cell is the smallest unit of life and the basic building block of all living organisms. Some organisms are made of a single cell, unicellular, while others have many cells, multicellular. Understanding cells is crucial to learning how life functions at its most basic level. Robert Hooke coined the term cell in 1665. While observing cork under a microscope, he noticed that the plant cells resembled the small rooms or cells found in monasteries. This discovery marked a significant milestone in the field of biology. Our first practical work session introduces you to optical microscopy, a fundamental skill that will support you throughout your training in biological sciences. Mastery of this tool will enable you to explore and understand microscopic structures critical to your field of study. The main objectives of this practical course are to help you understand the concepts of cell biology, develop essential laboratory skills, and master the use of optical microscopy. By the end of the semester, you should be able to safely use a microscope, accurately label its parts, and explain their functions. Let's begin by breaking down the word microscope. The prefix micro means tiny or minute, and scope means to view. So a microscope is essentially an instrument designed to view tiny objects, such as cells. Before we begin using the microscope, it's crucial to familiarize yourself with its parts. This understanding will enable you to operate the microscope efficiently during our lab sessions. The ocular lens or eyepiece contains a lens that magnifies the image of the specimen. The usual magnification is 10x. Some microscopes have two ocular lenses. The body tube connects the eyepiece to the objective lenses, allowing light to travel from the specimen to your eye. The arm connects the body tube to the microscope's base and is used for carrying the microscope. The base provides stability and supports the entire microscope, ensuring it stays steady during observations. The light source, or illuminator, is at the microscope's bottom. It helps illuminate the specimen from below, making it easier to see through the lenses. The revolving or rotating nose piece holds the objective lenses and allows you to easily switch between different magnification levels by rotating the nose piece. Objective lenses. These lenses further magnify the image of the specimen. Typically, microscopes have three lenses: low scanning, medium, and high power, with magnifications of 4x, 10x, and 40x respectively. Coarse adjustment knobs. The coarse adjustment knob is the first knob you should use, always under low power, to bring the specimen into focus. The fine adjustment knob. This is used to focus the microscope. It is used with the high-power objective to bring the specimen into better focus. The microscope stage holds the specimen in position and allows translation of the specimen while scanning for details. The stage clips hold the slide in place during observation. The condenser lens focuses light onto the specimen. The diaphragm controls the amount of light reaching the specimen, which helps in obtaining a clearer image. How do you make a wet slide mount? Making a wet mount slide involves placing 2 to 3 drops of liquid in the center of the slide, adding the specimen to the liquid, and then placing a cover slip at a 45-degree angle. Using a microscope is a fundamental skill in cell biology. Let's go through the steps to properly use this instrument, starting from setting up the microscope to focusing on the specimen. First, turn on the microscope and adjust the light. Turn the revolving nose piece so the lowest objective lens is pointing directly down. Then, place your specimen on the stage. Use the coarse adjustment knob to focus under low power, and refine the focus with the fine adjustment knob. Use the fine adjustment wheel to bring the specimen into focus as necessary. Finally, take notes or draw what you observe, and remember to clean the lenses and stage after use for future experiments. Magnification is how much larger an object appears compared to its real size. Remember to start with the lowest objective lens and work your way up. When using the 100x objective, apply immersion oil for the best clarity. You can determine the total magnifying power by multiplying the magnification of the ocular lens by that of the objective lens. For example, if the ocular lens magnifies 10x and the objective lens magnifies 40x, the total magnification is 400x. Your performance in this course will be assessed through various methods, including attendance, participation, lab reports, and a final test. Each session will start with a prerequisite test and conclude with an exit test to evaluate your understanding. These references have guided the development of our practical work sessions. While you are not required to consult them directly, they form the foundation of the material and approaches we'll be using in the lab. The practical work component of this course has been an enriching and transformative experience. It has deepened our understanding of cellular biology and fostered a commitment to scientific exploration. We look forward to applying the skills and knowledge we have acquired in future scientific endeavors. See you in the next video for the other practical works. Thank you for your attention. I look forward to guiding you through this exciting journey into the world of cell biology. Let's work together to make this semester both informative and engaging. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me via email or during my office hours. Thank you.